This is Brian Wyatt from WeAreColerain.com. We're here with Coach Bolden to talk about Week 2 of the 2009 season. Coach, before we get into Week 2, let's talk a little bit about Week 1. X kind of took it to us, so what were your thoughts after that game?
Very unpleasant thoughts, to say the least, and that's why I didn't want to speak, and I knew you guys understood right afterwards. It wasn't about trying to duck anything like that. It was just the smart thing. I didn't want to say anything inappropriate or anything like that. I just wasn't real happy with our performance.
Yeah, well, when I asked you, you told me, later in the week, the guys at We Are Colerain, we all have our own jobs, so I wouldn't be able to get up here, so it's a combination of the two.
And I appreciate you guys working out, without a doubt.
Yeah, you didn't want to talk, I didn't want to talk either. So.
Without a doubt.
All right, let's move on to Week 2.
Okay. Hopefully. Let's move on.
Let's move on. It's Elder.
Yep.
It's the Pit.
Yep.
It's ESPN.
Without a doubt.
Adjustments this week, where are our kids' heads at right now?
I think we're focused. I think we're ready to go. I mean, that was a huge reality check or a slap in the face. Hopefully it's not a reality check from the standpoint that that's the kind of team we have, because I don't believe that's the type of team we have. I think it's just a wake-up call. A lot of factors going into it, not having school. That's a rough gig. Looking at a team and thinking, they were 4-6 last year, but it's tough to tell a 16, 17-year-old kid over and over again, hey, listen, the only reason why St. X was 4-6 is because they had guys injured from last year, and those guys were healthy. So hopefully we've learned from that, and a big reality check, and we'll definitely be ready to roll against Elder, because that's a huge challenge for us. I mean, they're good. There's no question about it. You can't take anything from them on that. And plus, you got to play them at home in the Pit, where arguably one of the toughest places to win a football game.
Yeah, a lot of these kids have played in big venues and big games, but they've never experienced the Pit.
No, this will be the biggest game that this group of young men have played in, without a doubt.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit of Elder's offense. Who are the players to watch out for, and who should we be looking at?
Well, Elder has, obviously, other than their 11 starters, they have 2 other kids that they rotate quite frequently, and all 13 of those kids are seniors. They are seasoned kids. The quarterback back, the tight end, the running backs are back. Everybody talked about their offensive line is going to be down. I watch them on film. I can't find a weakness with them. They're very good. Doug does a great job. They mix up the run, the pass. They just do a lot of things well offensively. And from what I've seen on them on film, they're clicking on all cylinders. So we're going to have to bring some heat up front, some pressure on the quarterback, and we're going to have to make plays at the second level.
Offensively, we really didn't get it going this week. We make any changes?
Yeah, a few things. I mean, we're still going to do what we do. We just we were in position. We just didn't execute. For the quarterback position, Greg would probably be the first to tell you that's probably the worst game he's ever played in his entire life. And we want him to be perfect, but we know that's not a perfect world, and Greg hopefully has learned from that. Up front offensively, we know we got to get much better, and we've done some things to help those kids out. And you got to give Steve credit. He's made an adjustment. It kind of seemed like 2005 all over again, where they did a few things different, and he had all summer to work on it. So we made our adjustments during the game. We just couldn't, once we started moving the ball, we just couldn't get it in the end zone when we needed to. Couldn't get the big play.
Well, it is Week 2. It is Elder. It's the Pit. It's ESPN. If these kids can't get up for this game, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's strange having to play on a Sunday. That's definitely different. But I mean, like you said, it's Elder. That's at the Pit, and ESPN will be there, and it'll just be rocking, and it'll be a neat atmosphere. And I'll tell you what, our kids will be ready to play. I can definitely tell you they got a chip on their shoulder, and they definitely got something to prove.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll see you on Sunday.
I appreciate it. Thank you.